A warm greeting to one and all. Dear friends, myself Dr. S. B. Kishore welcome you all into today's session, creation and working with the MS Access table. So in the last session we have discussed about MS Access, the features of MS Access, then the various database objects that has been supported by the MS Access, then what are the issues that you need to keep in mind while designing a database, then how to start with MS Access, and finally we have seen how to create a database. So in the today's sessions we are going to discuss about creations of a table, then the various data type that has been supported by the MS Access, then how to enter the data, then editing a table, and finally managing the table. So now what is table? When we create a database, we store our data in a table that contains what? A rows, that is a record, and column known as a field. Now each record contains a data about one instant of the table, say particular student. It means observe that this is representing what? The information of a particular student. And while this is what? Simply a collections of a roll number or name of that particular class. Then how to create a table? So after we have created a database, next step is what? To create a table. It means in creating a table means what? Defining a table structure. So for that purpose, first of all, click on a create tab and then select table design. As soon as you click over here, you will get what? A table design page. Okay, something like this. And observe that it consists of basically two parts. First one is known as a field definition grid, while second is referred as a field properties area. So in the today's sessions, we are going to discuss only about the field definition grid, and in the next session we will discuss in length about the field properties area. So field definition grid again consists of the following: field selector. Okay, observe that this is yellow color showing what? It is an active field. Then followed by you need to specify what? The field names. Then specify the data type of that particular field name, and followed by at the end you can specify the description of that particular field or column name, which is basically an optional. So each field is associated with n number of properties. Okay, so of course we will discuss about them in our next session. So now we will discuss about the data types in length one by one. So short text, which is basically useful to store a very short information, something like name of the student or city or state or capital. Usually we can enter a data up to 255 character, again a short text data type. Then we have a long text where we can store up to 2 GB of data. Okay, and it is usually useful to store the information like address. In earlier version, the long text is referred as what? A memo data type. Then we have a number data type, which is useful to enter the data, something like age, roll number, salaries, mobile number, etc. Then we have a date and time in order to enter the information, something like date of birth or date of admission, etc. Then we have a currency to store the data in the form of dollars. Then we have a auto number, which is basically useful to generate the number automatically, and it means we can say that each record will have what? A unique number when we are specifying a auto number as our data type. Then we have a yes no, which is useful to store the data, something like in the form of true or false, whether like student is pass or fail, whether student is male or female, etc. Then we have a OLE called as object linking and embedding, which is useful to store the data, something like picture, sound, word processing. Then we have a hyperlink, which is useful to store URL or mail IDs. Then we have a attachment where we will be able to attach various types of documents and file. Then calculated is useful to store the values based on certain expression, including the previous defined field in our table. And finally we have a lookup wizard where it will display the list of values, and you need to select one of the values in order to store that particular values again that particular field. Then how to enter a data? Find a record with an asterisk symbol which is referred as a record selector, and enter your new information in that particular row. Now in order to enter the information in each field, okay, press the tab to move to the next field and press shift tab to move to the previous field. Then editing the existing field, where you can edit the column name or you can change the data type, and finally you can also able to delete the particular field. And when we are talking about managing a table, it means you will be able to delete the entire table. Also, you can also rename the table, or you can also able to add a description against the table. In the next session, we will discuss in length about the data type properties, like I said earlier, where we will learn understanding the various properties and how to perform the validation, so that we will be able to enter a proper data in your table. So these are some of the references. Now it's a time to do a practical session. So in the last session we have seen how to create a database. Okay, now today we will see how to create a table. So first of all, click on the create tab, then select a table design. So as soon as you click on the table design, you will get what? A table design page, which basically consists of the two part. Okay, it's called field grid area, and this is what your field property area. Now here start entering the field name one by one, and this is what your active selector. So field name is suppose serial number, data type is auto number, since I want to generate the number automatically one after other. Then roll number, data type is number data type, so simply type first letter, that is N, enough. Then first name, short text only. Now L name, that is last name, again short text. Then date of birth, DOB, data type is date and time, and here you can give the little bit description, date of birth. Then say mobile, data type is again number. Now assume I want to add an email, data type again I am taking short text. Then date of admission, DOA, date and time, you can specify the description, date of admission. And now finally fees paid or not, so I am taking yes, no, so either paid or no. As soon as you entered all the fields, the next thing is what? You need to save it. It means you need to save the structure. Now remember dear friends, like I said earlier, we are going to discuss only about the first part. In the second session we will discuss about the field properties. Each of the data type is associated with the number of properties. Okay, so of course we will deal with all of them later on. So for a time being, now close the structure, that is close the table. As soon as you click over here, you will get a message, do you want to save? So yes. Name the table, suppose student detail. Earlier what we have saved? We have saved the, earlier we have created a database. Now this is what? A table. Okay, so it is saying there is no primary key defined, so would you like to define key? So for a time being I am saying no, later on we will discuss how to do it. So this is how a table is created. Okay, now in order to add some more field, it means if you want to add new field, or if you want to delete certain field, or if you want to edit certain field, then how to do it? So simply click on table, then right click and design view. It means in order to perform this operation like adding, deleting and editing, you should be always on a design view. So click over here, then assume that I want to add say city. Now question arises, where you would like to add, at the end or somewhere? So it means first of all you need to specify the position where you would like to add. So select and then right click, insert row. Okay, and enter the field name, again short text. It means in order to add a new field, what you need to do, first of all you need to open your table in a design view, then select the position, then specify the field name and data type. Now in order to edit the field, again what you need to do, same procedure. First of all you should open the table in a design view. Now assume I want to change it email, instead of short text I want it should be hyperlink. So you can able to change the data type also, no issue. Make the table structure very well before entering any data. Okay, I am making it small m. So it means you are able to edit certain data type. Then how to delete, okay, any field. Suppose if I want to delete this field, okay, simply select the field name, then right click, select what? Delete row. Now be careful before deleting a rows. Okay, the moment you delete the rows, all the column value that has been associated with that particular column will also get deleted. Okay, so it is giving a warning, are you sure? So I am saying yes, so no problem. Later on if you want to add again you can. So fees paid, yes or no, that is. And finally you will be able to save your structure, again the modified structure. So this is how you will be able to modify your structure. So remember, again, in order to alter the structure or in order to modify the structure, so modifying structure or altering structure means what? Adding some new field or deleting or editing certain data type or their field name. Okay, now close this structure. Now in order to add one more table, again the procedure will remain the same, that is simply select the create tab, then table design, and you can create something like say roll number, then suppose physics, I am keeping number data type, then computer, again number data type, and finally suppose say chemistry, again number data type, and now I am saving it. So are you sure to save the table? Yes, and assume the name of the table is exam. So there is no primary key, so no. So now how many tables we have? It 2 tables. So like that way you can create n number of tables within this particular database. Okay, now how to manage the table? So managing the table consists of basically 3 operations. First one is you will be able to rename the table. Okay, suppose rename it examination. Earlier what we have changed, we have alter the structure. Now we are not in design view, remember. Okay, in order to perform this managing the table, you should not be in a design view. Then table properties, it means you will be able to add certain description. This table will help to store the marks of papers. Okay, then okay, this is the second operation, and now the last operation is what? Delete. So if you are sure, you can click on the delete button. So again it will give the warning, are you sure? So if yes, then simply click yes, otherwise no. So remember dear friends, what you have seen? We have seen how to create the table, then how to alter or modify the structure, and finally how to manage the table. Now the last thing is what? How to add a data into a table. So simply double click on the table, okay, and you will be able to make the entries. So suppose roll number is 100, first name say Vijay Thakre, then city suppose Chandrapur, date of birth, mobile number. Remember all these are what? Artificial data or dummy data. Then email, date of admission, suppose it is today's date only, whether fees paid or no, yes. Okay, so simply click tab in order to move the position to the next field. Again tab 101, suppose Rakesh Sharma, okay, suppose he belongs from Ballarpur, date of birth again. Remember dear friends, all these are the dummy data only. Rakesh, okay, and date of admission, suppose again same date of admission. So of course it will be always remain the current date only. Fees paid, suppose no. Okay, now observe that we have entered the data. Now assume that by mistake your data entry operator has entered say like this, and he has kept it blank. Okay, but he has entered the suppose surname say Verma, he has not entered the again city, forget. Then assume in the date of column he has entered the today's date. Okay, again mobile number is negative, he has kept it blank. Okay, date of admission he has kept it blank, whether fees paid, yes. So such kind of inconsistent data may lead what? Inconsistent result. Now how to make sure that all the entries that your data entry operator is going to make is correct? Okay, So for that purpose, you need to understand the various properties. So of course, this is the thing that we are going to discuss in our next session. It means I want a roll number should be a non-negative. Okay, it should not be blank. Again, observe that here it is initial letter is cap, while in this case it is a lower case. So I want a same format. It means either all the letters should be in a capital or small, or first letter should be initial. So how to do this? Okay, then I want by default values of the city should be a Chandrapur only, because as colleges belong from the Chandrapur, so most of the students will take the admission from the Chandrapur only. So I want this should be there should be certain like list box, and I should be able to select what the values from there. Then date of birth, I should check since he is taking the admission say in a BSc first year, so in that case his age should be minimum 17 years. So how to make sure that the date of the birth is proper or not? Then again observe that I have entered a less than 10 digit number, which is wrong. Okay, mobile should be always 10 digits. So how to make sure that the digit is 10 number, and also the first digit is what, either it should be 7, 8 or 9. Okay, so these are the things that we are going to discuss in our next session under the heading called as properties that are associated with the data type. So in the today's session, we have seen how to create the table structure, how to edit or alter the structure, then how to rename the table name, how to add the certain properties to the table name, and finally how to delete the table. Okay, assume that I want to delete, so simply click on the delete. Now again remember, when you are deleting the table, all the values that has been you are stored in that particular table will also get lost. So be sure, if you are 100% sure, then only delete it, because it is not possible to roll back your data. So with that, thank you very much, have a nice day.